Hello, this is Mr. Stansbury. I'm going to take you through some of the problems on the 12J Part 2 assignment. First one we're going to take a look at here is 15. The lengths of 30 randomly selected 12-day-old babies were measured and the following data obtained. For the given data, estimate the mean and the standard deviation. So it does say to estimate. So we'll have to figure that one out here. Okay, so here's the deal. With there being between 40 and 42, we don't know how many were at 40, how many were at 41, how many were at 42. So what we just assume here is that all of these are right in the middle. So halfway between 40 and 42 is going to be 41. Halfway between 42 and 44 is 43, 45, 47, 49, 51, and 53. Multiply that by the frequency, and then that will give us enough info to find the mean, and that will help us figure out the standard deviation too. Okay. All right. Now it does say estimate, but I'm noticing in the back of the book they've got it rounded off to the nearest hundredth. So that's a pretty good bet that we can actually go through and use our calculator to figure this out. Okay. So we would like to, when you're first starting here, we're going to want to go into data, which is what it was just at, but just need to remember how to get in there. So remember, push the data, and now we're going to put this in list 1 and this frequency here in list 2. So 41, 43, 45, 47, 49, 51, and 53, right? And then over here in the other list, we're going to put the frequency. So we've got 1, 3, 7, 11, 5, and 2. Okay, so we've got all of our data in here, and the data's in the first list, frequencies in the second list. So then we do second data, which is stats, and it's still just one variable stats. Our data is in list 1. And then our frequency actually is in, oh yeah, look at that, it's already set up for us. Frequency is what we happen to put into list 2. We push calculate, and it's going to give us all of our good stuff. 48.27 we'll call the mean, is our mean. And then the standard deviation is down one more, 2.66. 2.66 is our standard deviation, and that's our mean. Okay? Okay. Just a second one to look at, and the last one here is 17. The weekly wages from 200 randomly selected steel workers are given alongside. For the given data, estimate the mean, standard deviation. So we're going to do the same thing we did on the last one. Find the average. Halfway between 720 and 740 is 730. Between 740 and 760 is 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850, and 870. And then we're going to multiply those together, right? But actually, we're going to let our our calculator take care of all that for us. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to clear this out. We don't want any of this. Oh, let's do this. Let's pretend that we weren't here. So remember, we got to go into data to put our data in. But we got a bunch of stuff in there that we don't want. So we push data one more time. And we can either clear one list at a time, or if you go down to 4, or actually to push up button once, it'll take you to 4. And we're going to clear all. And now we can put our data in there, right? 730, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 850, and 870. Right? Okay, and then we're going to go over here and we're going to put the frequency of those happenings. All right, so we'll do 17, 38, 47, 57, 18, 10, 10, and 3. Okay, so that's all of our frequencies. Wouldn't hurt to kind of go back and double check to make sure everything looks okay. And it's looking okay in both these columns. Feel good about that. So when we want to find out our statistics, we do second data. It's just one variable. We're only looking at one thing. But the second column is our frequency. So it's still one variable statistics. Our data is in list 1. Our frequency is in list 2, which has already happened to be highlighted. So we push enter and then calculate. And it's going to give us all our grade info here. The mean is 780.6. All right. And then our standard deviation is going to be down here, 31.74 is the standard deviation. So that means on average, it's about, if you pick out any random worker, on average, they'll be about 31.74 I guess dollars away from the mean, which is 780.6 on average. Okay? Okay, that's all we have for 12J Part 2 assignment. If you have any further questions, please feel free to ask in class. Thanks.